Hello, all you beautiful beings. How are you? I was part of a discussion this morning where somebody asked why women don't support each other, why we become jealous of each other, show some level of kind of covert negativity towards people who are a little farther ahead or get a little more attention or whatever the case may be. And I thought to myself, how many of the women out there are operating from the vantage point that is natural behavior for us. It's not natural behavior for us. We've been conditioned by a patriarchal society over generations to compete for men's attention. And it is in many of our DNA that says we need that those resources are limited and we need to be able to put others down in order to succeed in whatever this thing is that says we should be married with kids and et cetera, et cetera. So this isn't a comment about whether or not marriage and children are the goal. This is about recognizing where we've been conditioned to be something outside of our natural state. Our natural state is to be collaborative, to be encouraging, to be supportive, to be sisters with each other. So this question goes around in my mind, and it's a great deal of the work that I'm doing, is the question of who were you before you were taught to be someone else? It's a big question, and it's the kind of question that can unlock a brand new world for those of you who can hear the intention of that question. I was taught to believe that my parents' religion was the only religion. It was the only path to God. I learned that Fords were a horrible car because my dad had an opinion about them, and I subconsciously picked that up. I learned that marriage was the goal. I learned that heterosexuality was the only right thing. I learned that we should be desiring children because we needed to procreate the planet so that there was more people believing what we believed. There's all kinds of stuff, covert and subtle and just part of the homes that we grew up with that told us what kind of education to get, what kind of jobs to get, what were our opportunities, what was available to us. And it's got a lot of us walking around as if life is just happening to us and we just have to take whatever we can get. We just have to acclimatize to the norm out there. And what I'm doing here is I want to get everyone's attention to say that you have a choice on what you believe, what you do with your life. And a great deal of that is remembering who it is you came to be. We all have that inkling. We've been taught to override it. Those were the dreams that we had when we were kids, the things that we enjoyed or the things that we rallied against, the things, maybe it's injustice, maybe it's unfairness in some way. There's so many little clues that we have that we came with an intention and then we're talked out of it, not necessarily in a conversation that was confrontational, but we picked up energy from those that were raising us, from our church, from our culture, from all different sources. And so I want to leave you with that question. Who were you before you were taught to be someone different? It's a good question. And we'll do more of that in the coming days. I want to have conversations that are going to make you uncomfortable. I'm good with that, because out of that discomfort comes revelation, comes change, comes progress. And we women, especially now, need to be standing with each other and moving towards a more just and collaborative way of moving in the world. We have an opportunity to set the stage for a different kind of power, a different kind of authentic power, where we are bringing others along with us instead of trying to position ourselves as being better than someone else. Out of that society, or of that intention, can you imagine what this world could be? I want us to lead the world with this kind of an attitude, and I would love it if you'd join me. Okay, that's it for now. That's my little rant for the day, and I hope it inspired you to just look at things just a wee bit different to today. When you watch your behavior, when you watch your biases, when you see other people acting from a place that's probably not what they really believe, but they've just been conditioned to act that way or say those things. So let's be gracious with each other, let's love each other, and let's learn to do our lives from authentic power instead of the kind of power that tries to take it away from someone else.